Hello everybody, it is me, Sam Trains and more here back with another vlog. Today we're going to the Birmingham Branch of the West Coast Main Line for some Trent Valley Diverts. Now, some of these stations which we're doing today, I should have done it last year, but it all failed because of a broken down freight train, so I only was able to do a few of them on a Sunday in November last year. So I've got 7 stations today if all goes to plan. Them stations are Coventry, Berkswell, Birmingham International, Marston Green, Lee Hall, Stretford, and then we'll pick up Hampton Narden on the way back. Then in regards to how you get to Stafford at the moment, because of the obviously the closure, because they're doing some works in you know what, we'll just talk over. They're doing some work in Lichfield and also in the Colwich area. So yeah, we're waiting for the 0904 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street. And then first of all, yeah, how you get to Stafford is you have to get on one of these rail replacement buses. They go via Nuneaton, because the crew via Trent Valley services are starting / terminating here at Rugby. I can never do a vlog here without getting interrupted somehow anyway. Let's wait for this 0904 service to take me to Birmingham New Street. I'm not filming another take of this section. Here comes the train. Excuse me. Nice weather today. Not. What have we got? Oh, got it. Oh no, I thought that was a 2 minutes, a 354.04. It was the Coventry, not Birmingham New Street, like I said in my vlog.
That doesn't look right. Speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it.
Right. There goes 354.04 on the 0915 London North Western Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. It's very busy, I must admit. 352.65 is bringing out the rear, and the rear is packed. Right here then folks, now made it to the first station of the day. This is Coventry, operated by Avanti West Coast, and you've got 4 platforms. You also get London North Western Railway, West Midlands Railway and CrossCountry stopping here as well. Now here for an hour, and then we're going to be onwards to Berkswell. In terms of diverts, we should be getting 2 Manchesters and 1 Glasgow via Preston, and then as well as that we're getting a Edinburgh / Preston service, I believe it is, that goes via Birmingham New Street, that runs normally. There's not a Birmingham fast service today, that's been taken out the timetable, and also there's not a Liverpool service today, but we've still got plenty compared to the normal variety down this section. And it's also worth noting, I forgot to mention this, the West Midlands Railway services on the Coventry to Leamington and Coventry to Nuneaton, they're only running between Leamington's Bar and Bermuda Park only. And then on the Cross City line, the West Midlands Railway services are only running between Blake Street and Bromsgrove / Redditch. They're not running to Lichfield, Trent Valley, but that doesn't affect me because we're not going to be focusing on them services or going near them areas today. And also the Rugeley services are starting / terminating at Hensford. Also, apparently, because there's obviously bus replacements between Rugby and Stafford via Nuneaton, and between Bermuda Park and Nuneaton, and between Blake Street and Lichfield, Trent Valley, and between Hensford and Rugeley, Trent Valley, but apparently Avanti are running at 1 bus an hour between here and Nuneaton, which I find quite odd because they don't normally provide a service. I suppose it just makes sense if you're going to Nuneaton. Yeah, because that would make sense actually, because the Manchester services, normally one of them stops at Nuneaton, but instead you have to go up to Rugby, then Cov, and then to Nuneaton that way, or pick up the rail replacement from Rugby. Anyway, funny enough, throwing it down the way when I got the train, I've come about 10 minutes up the line. It's sunny here, although we do have a mixture of wind and thundery showers today, which we've got to dodge. And I'm hoping that the wind doesn't interfere too much. I have brought a wind muff with me just in case, because I have noticed the wind has started to pick up now. So if I notice that some of the shots, if you notice that some of the shots are a bit windy, please accept my sincere apologies. Right, here comes the 0926. cross-country service to Bournemouth from Manchester Piccadilly. 220.028 is on the front, with 220.003 on the rear. What on earth is that actually supposed to mean, that graffiti? About to pass through for Avanti West Coast is going to be 39115, running from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly via Wilmslow. That one's crew all change. Right, there goes the 0956 West Midlands Rail service from Leamington Spa to Bermuda Park. 196004 Sir Edward Edger. Right, next, the first freight train of the day is going to be a movement from Downsmoor to Ditton on Divert. Jesus Christ. They dropped the bloody camera. 66002. Thanks to the driver of the horn. Right, coming in slowly but surely is going to be my train, running a few minutes late to take me out of here. The 10:15 London North Western Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. That is a bloody 2, but we're only on it for about 6-7 minutes. A couple of stops. 35243. I'll get the rear numbers when we get to Berkswell. I haven't been here in a while. Right, leaving now the 10:26 London North Western Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. 35243 is on the front, with the driver giving me odd looks. Yes, I am filming your train out, mate. 35408 is on the rear. Well, we're going to have a freight train past the roof running from Crewe to Southampton, but we have a cross-country coming the other way. For flip's sake, we're going to get bowlage. You for sake! 22111 and 70015. My apologies, you'll have to excuse my language in that last clip of the train. I will try and bleep it out a bit, but we got blooming bowed. And I was like, oh, I could see it coming as well, because I could see the two trains on the maps which are literally passing at exactly the same time. But luckily I managed to get a decent photo of the 70, which was 70015, but I didn't get a good photo of the cross-country bit. There's another cross-country coming down the other way, which we'll get a photo of when that comes down in about 40 minutes. Right, here comes London Euston to Glasgow Central via Warrington Bank, Avanti West Coast. 390.114. Right then folks, now made it to the second station of the day. This is Berkswell, operated by West Midlands Railway, although it's only really the London North Western Railway brand that stops here. And then, yeah, you've got 2 platforms. And then here for another 40 more minutes because we've already filmed a couple of trains. Because of that frequent, I haven't had a chance to film this clip yet, but there's a bit of a gap now, about 5-minute gap. So yeah, we're going to be out of here on the 11:26 to the next station down the line, Birmingham. Well, actually not the next one, we're skipping Hampton and Arden for the way back. We're going to jump to Birmingham International and film there. They designed these benches perfectly for railway enthusiasts to sit on near the end of the platforms. Thumbs up to West Midlands Railway at Berkswell Station for doing that. Although, what the hell is this grown in the bench? Been caught in the rain again. They are doing high speed 2 construction over there, but there's a very pretty lake down here too, just on the edge of platform 2 at Berkswell Station. Right, incoming is the 11:26 London North Western Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. Right, 350-255 we're getting on. Right, there goes the slightly delayed 11:34 London North Western Railway service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. (350-255) and 350-375. Right then folks, now made it to the third station of the day. This is Birmingham International Station, operated by Avanti West Coast with five platforms. And you also got CrossCountry, London North Western Railway, West Midlands Railway and Transport for Wales stopping here for an hour. And then we're onwards down to the next station, Marston Green. We're here just over an hour, but obviously I need to change trains here to get to Marston Green because there's no direct trains anymore. Right, here comes Glasgow Central, London Euston, Avanti West Coast. 390-044. Obviously you can change at Birmingham International for the airport, the NEC, Resorts World and Resorts World Arena. You get better views though of the aeroplanes actually at Marston Green and Lee Hall stations. You do, so hopefully I'll be able to get some planes in the mix of this vlog as well. Right, terminating it off of Holyhead is going to be a pair of 158. 158-828 is on the front. Connected to 158-833. Here comes the 12:13 cross-country service from Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth via Coventry and Reading. 4 coaches as usual. 220-024. And it is bloody rammed. Right, here comes the freight going from Daventry. 68018. It's going to Daventry to... oh, I forget now. I think, is it Doran Sport? Real-time Trains is playing up and not giving much information today, so I'm not 100% sure on that movement of that freight. Oh my god, here comes Pride 390-119 running from Preston to London Euston. 390-119 progress. Right, filming at Birmingham International complete. We didn't see any planes really. But we're now going in this 35127 down to the next station on the line, Marston Green, which should be interesting because it's only 4 car services that stop at Marston Green now, so I speculate this train might get a bit busier as it gets Marston Green, Rehall and Stetchford, so we'll see. Anyway, yeah, let's jump and have a ride on this train, just 2-3 minutes down the line to Marston Green. And also, maybe I'll get some better views of the planes at Marston Green. And also, I'm putting the Birmingham 351s down this Birmingham line and not the 2s. On my Birmingham trains to the London to Birmingham ones, which I was on before this one, Birmingham 350/2s most of them. Yeah. Right, there goes 35127 on the 1258 West Midlands Railway service to Hensford via Birmingham New Street and Walsall. We say that the train will Birmingham get busy from Birmingham Marston Green. I was right, but it got more busy from International actually. 35127. There goes an Avanti West Coast service going to London and Euston. Didn't catch the numbers, wasn't paying attention. There's an ambulance one London. Damn! Hopefully under this brick shelter I'm out the wind a little bit. But here at Marston Green, this is the 4th station of the day, managed by West Midlands Railway, and it has got 2 platforms. Now I always say this, Marston Green has got the nice area to it, and then it's got the crap area. The crap area is the platform 1 side of the station, and then the nice side is the platform 2 station. That wind, and it's starting to rain, so I'm kind of glad I'm underneath the shelter at the moment. So here for an hour, and then we're going onwards to Rehall. I might have to put that wind muff in. Hopefully you can hear me. I've not actually used it yet, but I might have to at some point if this wind stays like this. We have seen a plane though, which is cool. Maybe we'll see a few more planes, although I reckon there might be a bit of delays in Birmingham Airport if the wind's like this. Right, we're going to have a freight train running from Coventry to Coventry. But first of all, we've got the Transport for Wales service running from Birmingham International to Holyhead via Shrewsbury and Chester, which should be 158819. And then let's get this freight. 68004. Right, so by the looks of it, real-time trains is almost fixed, but open train times is still not working. The maps are still wrong. They are, which is annoying because I can't keep of the positions of the trains. I'm just relying on real-time trains to work, because at Birmingham International and part of Berkswell, I have to guess. I must say that's some very cool artwork of Marston Green Station. Sun looks like it's trying to come out now today. Honestly, the weather can't make up its mind there. We did accidentally miss it on the North Western Railway service passing through because I was trying to hide from the rain in the shelter. Now I'm debating doing Stetchford and Hampton and Arden because they're more open and Rehall's more sheltered. I might be able to go home if this weather keeps on getting worse like this. Right, incoming is my train statement out of here in the form of the 1358 West Midlands Railway service to Hensford via Birmingham New Street from Walsall. Coming in slowly but surely. Wind's picked up again. 350 237. Right, there goes the 1402 West Midlands Railway service to Hensford from Birmingham International, going via Birmingham New Street and Warsaw. 35237. Connected to 350. I don't know what I'm saying connected to. It's a forecast. What the hell was that? Was that horn off that 350? That sounded bloody like it was dying. Bloody hell. Righto then folks, now made it to the next station of the day. This is Lee Hall Railway Station, managed by West Midlands Railway. And you've got 2 platforms. And then, yeah. Whoa, that dam. Can't tell if you can see it, but there's one of the planes is like really low. I forget how low we get over Lee Hall Station. Can you see that? Can't tell if you can bloody see it. Oh, there it is. Anyway, we're getting some more of the diverts through here. And yeah, here for an hour. Then we're going to be onwards to Stetchford, which will be the penultimate station before we do Hampton Yard on the way home. There's a little plane here. Can't tell what one that is. Never heard of that company in my life. Right, we may have a small but minor problem. So, unfortunately, guys, I know I said I was going to do 7 stations, but bloody problems have occurred. Unfortunately, there's a safety inspection of the track now between Rugby and Northampton, which means quite a lot of the services on the Rugby, London to Birmingham route that go via Northampton and Coventry are being cancelled. Which means I don't want to risk getting stuck in Hampton in Arden. So from Birmingham International, when I get back there from Stetchford, I'm going straight home. Also, there's now an issue with one of the local services going here. So if another local messes up, I might just bail and start heading home now, because it's starting to feel like it is starting to go a bit wrong, because obviously we're going to have to drop Hampton in Arden now, because I've looked and they've cancelled a couple of trains into Birmingham, and them trains probably would be the ones going back home. So I don't want to risk obviously getting stuck in Hampton in Arden, so we're going to play it safe and get a train from Birmingham International. We may have to jump on an Avanti to Rugby. That will be plan B from Birmingham International. But anyway, I'm going to get some more trains here at Lee Hall while I can. Stetchford, we might be doing it at the moment, but Hampton and Arden, I'm going to have to call off, unfortunately. 68034. I don't want to do this, guys, but it's gone from bad to worse. Got here and they're cancelling trains because of a train fault. This one's going down to Birmingham International, and it will come back up, and it should have gone on the 1502 service, which I was going to catch to Stetchford. But the thing is, other ones on this line are now starting to get cancelled because of a train fault, and I don't want to get stuck here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going home. I've had enough now. I'm going to scrap Lee Hall. I've filmed a few clips of the vlog, but Lee Hall, Stetchford and Hampton and Arden, I'm going to have to fit them in another day. Managed to do 4 stations today instead of the 7 that I originally planned. No, I'm going to go and drink, because you probably can't hear me from the wind. We're going underneath the bridge, shout off on the wind a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to jump on this next West Midlands Railway service to Birmingham International and try and change for a train to get home, because it's just gone from bad to worse within the space of about half an hour. Right, don't want to go home now, but we're going to have to, because it's all going turned into a bloody you know what, like last October. So let's jump on this one, and hopefully there's a train at Birmingham International to take me to Rugby. 350 108. Absolute bloody crap show. Eight coaches? Ah, they attached the two together. Well, I can't bear myself laugh at this, but 350-108 and 350-234, they put an 8 car on the local Hensford to Birmingham International service because the other one broke down, so they attached it to. That's the funniest one I've heard. Like, they've now got 8 carriages, and from Birmingham Lucian, when they get to Hensford, all their platforms, you can only fit 4. That's like the biggest laugh I've had in a long time. I was saying to the conductor, I was like, what the hell's happened here? And he's like, I don't know what they're going to do when they send it up to Hensford. I was trying not to laugh. Right, I want to address something here because this is why we need to save ticket offices. Because I just spoke to a lovely man who does the gate line, but when some of these smaller stations lose their members of staff to a ticket office where you can ask questions, that is unacceptable. Because today I needed to ask for some staff assistance because I wasn't sure what time the next train to Rugby was because they've cancelled a few. And the lovely man told me that the next fast one's at 15:27, which is going to take me to Rugby and should get there for about 4 o'clock. So yeah, very helpful Avanti West Coast staff. In fact, the Avanti staff recently, above and beyond, very, very helpful. Other staff, on the other hand, that I've spoken to with different companies, not so much. Although I was trying not to laugh at the guy that was doing the Hensford train. He was telling me, I don't know what they're going to do when it gets to Hensford because the other 4 carriages don't fit. Anyway, so waiting for this 15:27 train now to take me to Rugby, and I'm going home because I've had enough. It started alright, then it just went more bad and bad. I knew something bad was coming when that thunderstorm came in at Marston Green. It was telling me, Sam, you need to get home, and that's what I'm doing now. Right, this geezer's early now. It's not supposed to start till 15:27. It's about 15:22 now. But it's 9 coaches. Oh dear. Let's find the reserve coach or seat on board. We're getting on 390.005. I did not expect an Avanti ride today, but things have gone wrong. And it can't decide whether it wants to rain or not. City of Wolverhampton. Well, it's C. We'll have a look in B first, if there's any reserve seats in B. And then we'll have a look in C.